Hello, Lancers! My name's Mr. Raider, and I picked a book, and it's called I Don't Want to Read This Book, and it's written by Max Greenfield. The reason I chose this book is because when I was younger, I was pretty good at reading, but I didn't like to read. And when I got older, I started to realize that if I give books a chance, and I give even though some of them can be boring, if you give them a chance, you're able to then see that some books can be very, very magical and very, very fun. And so I want you guys to see that again. Even if someone doesn't want to read, like this book, I don't want to read it, it can be pretty silly and fun. So I hope you enjoy. I don't want to read this book. This book is for kids who don't like to read books. I don't want to read this book. I know what happens to be the title, but I really don't want to read this book. Let me make myself very clear. I really, really don't want to read it. I mean, why would I want to read this book? I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to open up the front cover of the book, and only to find pages with, let me guess, words on them. Sometimes a lot of words. Thankfully, this is not one of those pages. I like it when there's not that many words on it. But this one has words. Oh my gosh, there's too many words on here. I have a headache. Look, most words are fine, like cake and YouTube, of course. But some words are just plain ridiculous. Like, look at this word. Take the word doubt right here. What is a bee doing in there in out? I can't hear that bee. Why does it have to be there? Why do I have to see it? I doubt whoever put it in there was very smart at all. Other words are just too big, like infinitesimal. If you can believe it, that big, humongous word means small. Words like infinitesimal are the exact reason I do not want to read this book. As if words weren't bad enough, I'm sure this book also has its fair share of these things called sentences, which are really just too many words and they're squished together. And they put a period at the end. Ugh, sentences are the worst. I don't ever want to read a book that has a sentence in it. Period. Period again. Which brings me, to paragraphs. I do not under any circumstances want to read a book with a single paragraph in it. Just look at that. Just looking at that makes me exhausted. Did you know that a paragraph can be more than a half a page long? I have seen some that even take up the whole page. I mean, what are these paragraphs trying to prove? There are just all of those words and there are too many. I would love to meet a person who is able to read a full paragraph and not lose their train of... What was I talking about? Thought when reading. Look at even the Mountain's super sad about this too. I'm with you, Mountain. If anyone on the entire earth wouldn't lose interest after a sentence or two and start thinking about other things like Ozzy and how he threw his snack at Tilly today right in the middle of class and how no one could believe it. It was like, oh my gosh, Tilly. And it was like, what is wrong with you, Dizzy? And Ozzy was like, ah. Oh, wait a minute. What was I doing again? Yeah. Paragraphs. Yuck. Ugh. I don't want to read any book that has a paragraph in it. Paragraphs belong in chapter books, and chapter books are for people with nothing better to do. Chapter 2. I still don't want to read this book. All the things I could do that are way more important than reading a book are eating a cake while watching YouTube, of course, and even just watching YouTube and not eating cake. The truth be told, I do like having my cake with my YouTube. It makes it better, just saying. My brain hurts and my eyes feel tired now. Reading this book has been truly a miserable experience for me. I can't believe I'm almost done with this book. I did not want to read it. After I'm done, I'm gonna need some space away from words. I really don't want to read the last page. I already know what it's going to say. It's how all books end. As if anything could be more predictable. I bet even you know what it's going to say. Let's just get it over with. I guess. The end. Yay! It's over! Woo! I just can't believe I read this whole book to you. I did not want to do that. The chances of that ever happening again are infinitesimal! Which remember means it's not going to happen. Very small chance. I just need some space away from everyone now that I'm done with this book. I am totally done.